Test 1, 2. Good. All right, we are live. Good. Good. All right. Well, I'm going to start taking a look at some charts here. And if people want to chime in request to do some analysis here, we can do that. It's 1 o'clock Eastern time on a Friday. So going to start to take a look at some charts. And if you have a suggestion, if you have a request, let me know. And I can do an analysis on it. Whether that's futures, a crypto, a stock, let me know. And I will do that. So again, stocks, futures, crypto, if you have a request, let me know, and I can do an analysis. Wanted to start off here on SMCI, though. Looking at the 30-minute right now, there is this beautiful trend line here that had formed. Hey, Mohammed. But nice little trend line here, and we've gotten the break up through there. Actually alerted that to the community, my private community, that is. Mapped out that trend line for everybody. So for any of you members that are part of the private community, if you took that breakout right there, congratulations. You're getting paid very nice. So right now, SMCI definitely in the middle of a breakout. And it's just a question of how much more is this thing going to push moving forward. So SMCI is looking good. Again, if you have a request that you'd like me to take a look at, just let me know. Hey, Nick. And I will run the analysis. It can be a stock, it could be a future, it could be a crypto. But if you have something you want me to take a look at, Billy, MES. All right. So we'll start down on the 5-minute for the MES. Oh, wow. Maybe I should be trying to trade this right now. So right now, MES in the very near term, 5-minute. Big question, can the price get up through these areas here? So, is that some sort of short right around there with a stop up over there? I could see that being a potential trade plan. To go long into these, that makes me pretty nervous. Number one, it's, you'd be buying an overextended move into resistance areas. So that's kind of reason number one. Reason number two would be, I don't know exactly where you put your stop. Maybe do you put a stop there? So if you're buying up here, a stop right there, maybe that could work. But now if it came up here and consolidated a little bit and then made a move, I like that. But yeah, from the long side right now, that seems a bit sketchy. You got chopped up all morning. Yeah, it was a very choppy morning in the world of futures for sure. I don't know if you hang out. I know you're from the chat room or from the private community, but if you're in there, a lot of the members, they were same thing. People are still making money, but it wasn't nearly as the amounts that you would normally see people making. But yeah, so let's take a look back. Take a step to the 30-minute now. So 30-minute actually has quite the interesting dynamic here with this trend line right there. So I could see things getting interesting here on MES late day, headed into the power hour session. If the price can push up through that trend line right there, I could see that generating some additional upside pressure. So yeah, that's take on the MES right now. And then of course the golden goose trend line, I would say on this one is just right up here. So that'd be an area to keep a close eye on. PLTR, a pullback. Well, let's take a look at PLTR. Again, for those of you that are on, if you have a request, could be a stock, could be futures, could be crypto, just let me know and I'll take a look at it. Still trying to figure out if these are worthwhile. So if you do enjoy this, make sure you hit that like button. That's a way to communicate that you like this format. Still trying to figure out a good time to come on and do this. I've tried 11 a.m. That wasn't so good. I'm right now 1 p.m. Not looking like it's so good. Not a whole lot of people here. Not a whole lot of interaction. So it seems as though the evenings may be the best, but I have not tried morning. So maybe I still need to try that. But I don't know. The stream is young. We're only 5 minutes in, so maybe more people will show up. But it's a Friday, so maybe that's playing into it too. People are done trading. They're not even thinking about the markets anymore. My thought was maybe people are coming back from lunch and, just looking for something to do in the afternoon. But I don't know. All of this is just theory on my part. So if you are a live streaming expert, let me know a good time to live stream, and I will give it a try. But I am not an expert. This is like I think my third day, maybe my fifth or sixth live stream. But anyways, PLTR. Yeah, did pull back a little bit today, but is now after the pullback here. Got a nice breakout there. So, yeah, it seems to be a nice potential reversal underway. So now it's kind of a situation of does this thing V-shape or does it need to flatten out here a little bit? But PLTR, I mean, it was pulling back. No, I'm not going to be here at market open. No way. I got other stuff to take care of at that point. Yeah. Everybody doing last minute V. Oh yeah, today's Valentine's Day, isn't it? I forgot about that. Yeah, I don't do Valentine's Day. Anyways, I won't go. I won't start ranting and raving. Nobody is on here to hear me rant and rave about Valentine's Day. And the scam. No, I didn't say scam that it is, but maybe just maybe I think it's a little bit of a scam. But I'm not saying it's a scam because nobody wants to hear me say any of that. But if you do want to hear me do an analysis on something that you're in, something that you're thinking. What were some of the other popular ones today? Let's take a look. Where was that? SOUN is getting a ton of volume right now. So SOUN maybe late day, some sort of late day breakout here. If it can get back up through that general trend line at that point, does that create a bit of buying pressure moving into the final hour? Potentially. So I'd keep a close eye on that trend line. Again, for anybody that's just getting logged on, if you'd like for me to do an analysis, just let me know in the chat box and I'll do an analysis. What else do we have? How's CYN doing? CYN seems to be a very popular one because I think there's a lot. Oh, it's getting even worse, huh? Even worse for CYN. That opening 30 minutes, down it went. If you've been watching any of the past videos, I'll let you know on the inside, Nick. You get signed up, and then I'll let you know about AUR. I think last I checked, Nick, you were supposed to sign up like 3 days ago. So you get signed up, and then we'll talk AUR on the inside. I think that's a fairer deal at this point. But for those of you that have been watching the past videos, 0.119 has been that area of support, broke below it, and then just basic technical analysis when levels of support are broken and closed below. They tend to act as resistance, and I mean, right there. Look at that. You can't make that stuff up. Now, if you're like, whatever, dude, you just put that line in there, I don't believe you, I'm not offended at all. Just go back in the archive, and you can see that that line's been sitting there. So classic back test of that former support, now resistance, and now it continues to drift further and further down into basically where it was. So, yeah, CYN at this point seems to just be probably bag holders hoping, praying for someone to move back up. And I guess maybe a move could come back up, but with volume as low as it is, it's looking like people, when you look down here, people have moved on. They've lost interest. Geo, good morning. Good morning. So again, if anybody's got a request, MBRX, that was a crazy one from yesterday, I remember. How's this one doing today? Gap up. Ooh, some people are not going to be having a good weekend. First 30 minutes, big volume, to think that the price was up here, to think that there were people buying right there during that opening 30 minutes, to have it just flush. And then these, I think, are the cruelest moves, right? So the people that bought up here, they're like, oh no. And then they get this sort of movement where it's coming back up and they're like, okay, here we go. They're feeling pretty good about themselves because the price is acting like it wants to come back up, and then just boom, which of course goes sad face. So yeah, that's there's a lot of people that are, and I mean, you know that's the case, right? Because look at all that volume. So a lot of that volume would have been taking place up around here. So there's a lot of people underwater right now, headed into the weekend, probably not feeling so good. But as far as what would a key level be to maybe spark some excitement this afternoon, that 230 mark would be an interesting level. So keep an eye on that. Again, if anybody's got a request, just let me know. Let's see, what else do we have? Do people still care about NVIDIA? Oh, JTAI. That was one that I alerted earlier on in the day. Okay, here we go. Is this thing getting ready to come back to life again? So right now, knocking on the door of that trend line. Can it break through it? If we can get a high volume break here, whoops, I can see the price having a realistic chance to go back up there and retest 785. But again, this has got to be a good, solid, high volume break. But as I speak right now, it's knocking on that door. How does a 5-minute look? 5 minutes got the 50 period moving average sloping upwards. Yeah, that's definitely the big dynamic right now. Can the price push up through this area of resistance right there? Mind looking at AMD. We can take a look at AMD. AMD. I'm just thinking right now. I'm pretty sure I've looked at it in the past on the live streams, and I'm pretty sure, but don't quote me. But I think I've already talked about that pink line there, 200 period moving average being an area of resistance. And yeah, surprise, surprise. Look right where the price ultimately, momentum disappeared and down it went. So yes, moving forward, that 200 period moving average remains definitely the key battleground to look at things on the bright side. I mean, you got to like this dynamic. Low right there, low right there. And then, I mean, look at that. Brings a tear to my eye. Right off of that purple line. 50 period moving average, but nonetheless a low right there. So if you envision these as stair steps, you still got stair steps progressing in the upwards direction. So that's always an encouraging sign. What else do we have? What's Bitcoin up to today? Oh, hello, Bitcoin. Let's look at the 4-hour real quick. There we are. So yesterday I drew in this pattern here. That's where the red line is coming from. And again, the power of charts. Price came up here, broke through it. In fact, let me zoom in and you can see just a classic example here of a back test. So there's the breakout. Came up, came back down. Look right where it found support. Classic back test of the former resistance. Up it went. So very nice move there on Bitcoin. And really now looking like next potential area that it could go. I don't want to say easy because nothing's easy per se, but realistically, next area it could go. That pink line there, 200 period moving average. You can see last time the price was up there was pretty rough. Right there was pretty rough. So, but yeah, as far as other areas, kind of clear sailing up until that area here. So maybe over the weekend, Bitcoin tries to get up to that level. Dell is pumping. Let's take a look at Dell. Let's go to the 30-minute. Oh, wow. Good call, Mohammed. Did I just have news or something? Yeah, it must have been something happened, but great find. Yeah, boom. Look at that volume bar. Big move in here. Let's drop down to the 5-minute. Okay, so this has happened within basically the past 10 minutes then. So does anybody, do you know, Mohammed, what's going on with Dell? Is there a big move or something? So right now, you can't do a whole lot with it. Now, if the price pulls back a little bit more, does something like this, give or take, and then at that point, you can start to say, okay, we have a pullback here, and then when you factor in the upwards move right there, you could be looking at a bull flag pattern. But yeah, as of right now, a little bit hard to, I guess you are getting a pullback here. You could always do Fibonacci's too if you wanted, Fibonacci retracements. But personally, yeah, I'd maybe like to see a couple more candles to see what's going on here, but yeah. Yeah, sure. But right now, it is pretty much straight up. I think the news is on Elon about, okay, gotcha. Well, there's some sort of news, and the market liked the news. What do you need? No, you can keep them off right now. I'm on. Okay, you can come show me. Let's see. No, you got to keep the lights off though, please, because I'm doing videos. I guess the light's not terrible. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, sure. Again, I'll take, if you got a request for me, let me know. Yeah, what do you want to show me?
Look at this.
Oh, that's cool. What is that? Ooh.
It's
Oh, who's it from? Oh, that was nice of her.
Portia.
Yeah.
We have 40 towers.
You do?
Yeah. Wait,
Well,
just one.
oh, just one?
Yeah.
All right, that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want it.
Okay. Well, I'm doing a video right now, okay?
Look at me.
Yeah, that's me. I'm doing a video right now.
But look at YouTube.
Yeah, I see it. Yep, I'm on YouTube. All right. Thank you for showing me.
Bye.
Bye. So now, yeah, we have... You can make a case that that's where the key level of resistance is. Maybe, you know, something like that. You get some chopping around, a flag pattern. We'll have to see about that. No requests so far. Okay. Let's see what else we got. No VRP. SPGC. What's going on with SPGC? Oh, all right. This is maybe nearing a breakout area here, I think. Knocking on the door. That trend line right there. Naj, love your videos, man. Hey, thanks. Appreciate it. Thank you for watching. I'm glad you find them enjoyable. So yeah, this is an interesting dynamic here. Can it push up through that level? Once more, high volume break. Does it make a run up to right around there, the $1.28 mark? No guarantees, but that seems like a very plausible situation. If you're more of a pullback player, then you have that purple line there sloping upwards. Yeah, and right here you can see it trying to break out here. 30-minute, I'll get rid of those lines if they serve their purpose. 30-minute gives, I think, a little bit more insight into a potential. Yeah, I'll take a look at that in just a second. Yeah, right on 88. Maybe right there. Yeah, I like that. I like 85 cents as a pullback area here. Was a former area of resistance. It's already proven once, so a classic example again of a resistance behaving as support. So if it comes back down, do you get some sort of bounce back off it? No guarantees, but certainly seems plausible. OCEA. Let's take a look at this. Ooh. You're not in this one, are you? If you are, I hope you're in down around here somewhere. Because this one is not looking pretty at all. Yeah, I'm trying to at least offer like glass being half full perspective, but I'm struggling right now. This thing has basically given up all. So think about it, you know, the big upwards move started right. You did this a couple days ago. Yeah, are you in it? Yes, my average is 13. All right. Well, where's your stop loss at? But anyway, so you got to think about it. This move started here, came up, slight pullback, and then boom. And now you look at where the price currently is. So right around here. And if we match that up over here, you can see the price has basically gone right back down to where it was. So that's a bit sketchy. That's a bit rough. But to be fair to you, if you're in right around here, which you are, well then I see you're trying to time some sort of bottom here. So I hope you have a stop loss in. But yeah, overall, don't like the chart, but at least I'm glad you're not like, I have an average of 20 cents because you're buying up here. That's good at least. So just make sure you have that stop loss. But yeah, you're getting some sideways movement here. So maybe, just maybe this is some sort of bottom that's been found. So it's not like a terrible situation. Platform. I'm not sure what you mean by that, Kevin, but this is Webull. So if you get this out of the way, there we go. If you go to this link right here, it'll make sure that, because Webull is always doing promotions and stuff. So if you go there and you want, it's a free charting platform, but yeah, if you use that link, full disclosure, it's an affiliate link, but that'll also give you a deal because you're always giving away free stock or cash, or I don't know what the promotion is right now. But assuming, Kevin, that's what you were asking about, what platform am I using right here? These are Webull charts. VNT. VNT. Oh, I like VNT. Nice mover today, and now moving into the afternoon session. Have a nice bull pennant setup. So we have our resistance, we have our support, we have the big move right here, we have the golf hole down here. So nice bull pennant on that one. So if you're a fan of bull pennants, then you definitely have a good solid one right here for sure. How do you get that top pink indicator? I have the 50 and the 200, but won't show on the 30. Do you have pre-market data turned on? My guess is you have pre-market turned on. I do not. I do not have pre and post-market data on, which is probably why your 200 period's not showing up. Best trader, thanks. Thanks, KX. So get out of this and call it a day. Well, I don't know. I don't know if you, that's why I'm asking, what is your stop loss at? If you do not have a stop loss, then you shouldn't even be trading in the first place, with all due respect. But if you do have a stop loss in, then only get out if it hits your stop loss. Yeah, no risk for me. I don't trade on Fridays. Oh, okay. I mean, do what works for you. I don't know if I've ever heard of a never. Maybe I've heard of that before, but if not, very few. But I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with that. But yeah, got to do what works for you. Meta. META. Again, for those of you that are on, if you have requests, stock, future, crypto, let me know. Oh, Meta did it. So I put in this trend line. Oh my, Meta don't care about anything. We got to extend this trend line out though. Let's go to the 4 hour real quick. Yeah, so here we have this upward trend line, which once again showed up today and is right where the price rejected. But I will be fair, this had a rising wedge, but it's as of now, which is a bearish pattern, which does suggest that the price might want to pull back. But it seems as though Meta just, it didn't care. Did not care about a rising wedge. And is going back up. Although that trend line, upper trend line, that's still totally in play. So I would say that's definitely going to be a key level to watch going into next week. That upper trend line, I'm going to get rid of that. As it's, I mean, I could add in another trend line, I guess, but yeah. So kind of that much more of a rising wedge. So again, and I don't think that's a very bold claim on my part or just the charts part to think that a pullback may need to be coming just because Meta has been just absolutely beast mode in it. So yeah, a pullback to, somewhere right around here, the $700 mark, I don't think is any sort of really crazy claim. But yeah, I would definitely say the rising wedge is still in play. And as of right now, that upward trend line is still completely very much so in play. Weekends are always horrible because you can't trade. Is that what I'm connecting the dots on there? Let's see. Can't do stop losses less than $1 with first. Can't do stop loss less than $1. Oh boy. You're asking to get roasted. Yeah, I had a pattern of losses on Friday, so just journaling. Yeah, no, that's cool. That's cool. I got to do what works for you. So well done for following the rule. BHAT. BHAT. All right, let's go to the 30-minute. All right, well, there's a very distinct line in the sand here, and that is that pink line right there, a 200 period moving average. To give credit where credit's due, so far so good. This level is holding strong so far. So I understand if you have the thought, if it comes down there, I think it's going to bounce. I totally get it. Make sure you're managing that risk because there's no guarantees it'll bounce, because if it comes down there and breaks down below there, I think that'll be an area that really just breaks. I think most people's spirits are already broken. Again, this reminds me of CYN. I think probably just a lot of bag holders at this point that are in. Now, you probably have some disciplined traders that are noticing, okay, technically speaking, it's bounced from that level, bounced from that level, bounced from that level. So to think that the price could potentially head up from there makes sense. But yeah, you also know that the people that are being disciplined traders, their stop loss is going to be right below that area. So that's another reason why if it were to break down below that pink line, I could see that picking up quite a bit of downwards pressure. Let's see. BHAT, SOFI. Reversal setup. I mean, I don't. I guess yeah, I could see this if you're saying this would be a reversal. I don't know if I necessarily would call it. Personally, would call it a reversal. Right now, this just looks like a healthy pullback. I mean, it's pulled back. I mean, it would have still been plenty healthy had it gone all the way back down to that pink line right there, the 200 period moving average, which broke above earlier today. So that's just an area where it was resistance. Now you'd ideally like to see it act as support. But yeah, so my point is if I'm considering this being healthy, then a pullback right there is still very healthy. But yeah, if you're defining a reversal as heading back up, yeah, I can see that. Right now it's going sideways. With that being said, a bunch of shorts are watching this level, and rightfully so. That area right there at about 1585, they're thinking something probably very similar to this. Get short right here. Price target down there to at least lock in some gains. Nice tight little stop loss right there. Because that's becoming quite the key area where it becomes very valid to think that if that level falls, that could generate downwards pressure. But yeah, as of right now, as far as how's it looking, it looks like a very healthy pullback. You have a nice little sideways action. So sideways doesn't guarantee anything, but it certainly suggests that maybe this pullback is over. And maybe this thing's getting ready to try to curl back upwards. Same is true for longs, though. You got to think that longs are saying, all right, I'm looking to buy right there and a push upwards, and I got a clear location for my stop right there. So you have definitely some various trade plans all forming right around that area. So I trade futures. What's the ATM that you like? I use a double $50 triple, 75 home run. It just depends on the action. So that's I wouldn't say there's a black and white for that. So you only trade based on charts. Do you ever check market cap? What's a market cap? I know what a market. No, I don't care about any of that. What are you talking about? You're trading penny stock garbage. Why do you care about a market cap? Are you telling me you trading this? You've asked about 2 stocks that are total, garbage stocks. They're trading for pennies on the dollar. Are you telling me that you care about market cap? Come on, man. If you're trading penny stocks, that's fine. I have nothing against trading penny stock garbage, but don't act like fundamentals matter. Penny stocks are all about one thing: hype, fear, greed, hoopla, pumpers, bashers. It's all just meant. There's fundamentals don't mean anything. Let's see. Thanks, Clay. You're the man. You're welcome, Ryan. UPST. Wow, look, well, I don't know if this trend line's still in play, but we're gonna. If it is, then this could get pretty spicy. Let's see. Oh, it's knocking on the door of it right now. Look at the steepness of that trend line. So it's a double whammy though right now of resistance. Whammy number 1, you have the trend line. Whammy number 2, you have that purple line there, the 50 period moving average. So if the price can actually clear through these areas, you could very realistically get some good solid upwards pressure. Because yeah, I mean that's a rough trend line, very steep. Like I said, the price is, I guess technically speaking, slightly above it, but now it's trying to deal with that purple line there. But that is certainly the key dynamic to keep an eye on moving forward. And also, if anybody wants to make sure that I for sure do the analysis, super chats, make sure I'll do it right away, and I will get to it. And I'll probably also put a limit. I don't mind doing it, but if it's one person and if they're on request number 15, we need a little bit of variety from people. So like I said, if you want to for sure have one done, make sure super chats go right to the top. You own Tesla, Nvidia. Okay, that's good. Well, yeah. I mean, I do have an investment account too, but as far as trading, yes, I just use technicals. I don't care about market caps for trading. For investing, that's a whole another conversation, but that's a whole nother account. Clay, do you have a stock account? Yes, I do have a stock account. I do, yep. I am actively and currently trading futures because futures are way better than stocks to trade, but I do have a stock account. And if you're wondering, wait, what do you mean? What do you mean futures are way better? Well, just one little hint. If the pattern day trading rule drives you up the wall, that's just the one first small little thing. There's no pattern day trading rule in futures. Now that doesn't necessarily matter to me, but a lot of people, especially when they're new, just getting started, they don't have $25,000 in their account. And if you don't know what the pattern day trading rule is, basically, unless you have $25,000, you are not allowed to trade as often as you want. So it's a very annoying rule, but that rule does not exist within futures. So that's just one reason why I would say futures are way better than stocks. Let's see, Lake. Let's take a look at Lake. Najee, I'm gonna put you on the point of if you want some more, just super chat. That's like your fourth or fifth request now. So I want to make sure that other people have a chance too, but I can't have like one or two people take all the space. But yeah, if you want to, super chat it up. Lake, okay. 30 a minute, not a huge fan. It's a very low liquid stock, not a whole lot of volume. I mean, hence the choppiness of this. But the 4 hour, I think, gives a little bit more insight. So that line right there, you got to think that a bunch of people have drawn that line right there. So that's not a great discovery on my part, nothing like that. No special talent, nothing like that. I just think a lot of people are going to be watching that level. And when a lot of people are watching the same level and wondering the same thing, call it a self-fulfilling prophecy, call it whatever you want. I mean, it can produce some pretty solid moves. So price can get up through there. In my opinion, at this point in time, that is kind of the golden goose level that probably most people are caring about here on LAKE. I haven't jumped into it yet. SLNG. Thank you. I kind of like illiquid. Hey, do what works for you. I mean, I don't know what kind of trader you are, but illiquid sounds like a nightmare, an absolute nightmare. But we could very well be different types of quote unquote day traders. And to be fair, I don't even know if you are a day trader. Maybe you're a swing trader. But no, low liquid. Ooh. SLNG, again, one of these looking like low liquid stocks here. But on this one, yeah, SLNG. Looks like this is just going to be the main battleground area, right around the $7.80 mark. Any sort of pullback. Well, right now, I'd say the line in the sand for a pullback to not get any rougher is going to be right there at the basically $7.10. If that level can't hold up, then yeah, nothing until really down around the purple line there. But that's not to say if if that level fails and that means the entire chart's destroyed, because that's not true. The entire chart is still very much so in an uptrend. I'm just saying, relative to this current pullback here, I could see it getting deeper if that 709 mark can't quite hold up. Kazori, NBIS. All right, AJJ, you're added to the super chat thing too now. I'm not going to review your whole portfolio. NBIS. NBIS, WRD, both have been revived by NVIDIA. Okay, I don't know how they've been revived, but must have been some sort of news thing. But yeah. So right here, I mean, on the daily time frame, 200 period moving average, clear key level to watch. Let's go down to the 30 minute. 30 minutes got a nice little bull pennant. So we have that area right. I don't know. I think that's me forcing I don't really like that trend line. I think really, I don't know. Does this work? Or is that going to... Yeah, that's wait now. A sloppy bull pennant, because you can't really... Some bull pennants are very beautiful, but this I would consider one a sloppy one. Because yes, generally speaking, you have a pullback. Generally speaking, you have this kind of going flat. So there is the bull pennant, but I would definitely call it a pretty sloppy one because it's hard to actually figure out where's this upper trend line supposed to go. It might actually make more sense to just draw a flat resistance right there to encapsulate that area right there. How do you super chat? I think there's, by the chat box, there's like a little dollar bill there or a money sign, and you click on that. Small cap stocks are manipulated left and right. I mean, kind of, but at the same time, manipulation gets blamed way more than it needs to be. Because people that are trading small caps, for the most part, have no idea what they're doing. But if they get to blame the market makers, then it's like, oh, well, it's not my fault. I just lost a bunch of money. It was the market makers. It was the manipulation. So I'm not saying that manipulation doesn't happen. I'm just saying that it gets way more of the blame than it actually needs to get, that it deserves to get. And then WRD, what's going on? Okay. So, okay, both these must have, like you said, had something to do with NVIDIA today. 30-minute, though. This one's pretty interesting, heading into the afternoon session. Now, that's a nice, clean trend line right there. I like that trend line quite a bit. Unlike the first one, to me, that's a nice, clean trend line. So if the price can break up through there, you can't see it. I think that then you must need to, like, connect a payment method, I would assume. I don't know. Does anybody know how Super Chats work? No, see, I disagree. It's not about market makers. People with a couple $1 million can wiggle the price up and down easily for its own benefit. So in order for that to be the case, that means that there can't be a whole lot of volume. Okay? Can we agree on that? If somebody is going to get that amount of influence with just a couple million, there's not a whole lot of volume there to begin with. Can we agree on that premise first? Because if somebody with a couple million is not going to do anything to Tesla or Nvidia or Apple or any stock that does billions of dollars. Like a couple million does nothing. It's a drop in a bucket. So can we agree that your claim is a couple million have the ability to move one of these stocks? AJJ, thank you. What's your request? GRR, is that it? If you may ask me, what are my long-term? I'm not looking to get into all that. I have several. Given it's a small cap, obviously it has a low market cap. That's why it can be manipulated. No, you didn't answer that. That's not my question. My point is, if you're saying that somebody with a couple $1 million can influence how the price changes, not the market cap. Market cap has nothing to do with this discussion. That's just the price of the stock multiplied by how many shares are out there. You're saying that something being the price can be manipulated by somebody with a couple $1 million. So in order for that to be the case, there's not going to be a lot of volume on that stock. So somebody can do that, but the problem is, yeah, you can buy in whenever you want. You could buy in with a couple $1 million to some low liquid stock, and you could cause it to move. I agree there. The problem is, how are you going to get out? How is this person with a couple $1 million going to get out of a stock that doesn't have a lot of volume in it to begin with? That's something that I don't know. You can always buy, but can you sell? That's the question. So again, I'm not refuting, sure, somebody with a couple $1 million can move the price of a stock, but why would they want to? Because you have to assume that they eventually want to get out too. So again, manipulation, sure, it takes place to an extent, but I think you're putting way more into this manipulation than what it actually is. Because think about it. If you had a few $1 million and you're like, okay, I'm going to buy into this stock and I'm going to cause the price to go up because I'm buying so much. Okay, you would be thinking about now, but how do I get out of this thing? Am I going to actually be able to find enough buyers? Yeah, no, that's not how it works. You buy a stock like this until it breaks out and then people buy. Yes, people will buy, but is enough exit liquidity actually going to buy for you to take out? So if you buy $2 million worth of something and you cause a breakout and then that breakout causes $500,000 of buying pressure, okay, well, you still have $1.5 million that you have not been able to sell. So I'm not quite sure you're factoring in everything. It's kind of you're operating in a magical, mystical, theoretical playground that doesn't exist. Again, yeah, sure, you could cause a breakout, you could cause people to buy, but it's a pretty big risk. Are you going to cause enough buying for you to be able to exit that big old position? Let's see, GRR. I need to do GRR. An interesting discussion for sure. You have to wait a week or two. So have you done this before, Raider? Are you walking around with $2 or $3 million doing this? No. You have to wait 1 or 2. No, that's not how it works. My point is nobody with that amount of money is going to take that amount of risk. They're not going to risk throwing millions of dollars into some low liquid environment and then just hope that they can get out when there are so many better routes in the market. So GRR, let's see here. Well, overall, fantastic. Now, if somebody bought up here, not fantastic for them. They're in pain right now. But assuming you care about the bigger picture of things, plenty of higher highs, higher lows. I think the best way to gauge the health of everything is that purple line there. The price is doing a good job of respecting it. So as time goes by, as long as the price is above that purple line, then from an overarching standpoint, I don't see anything to worry about. I don't see anything to panic about. Now, again, this is perspective. If you're a scalper and you bought right there and you wanted to buy and sell within 3 minutes, I would hope that you're out by now. I'd hope you had a stop loss in. But overall, a very nice looking chart. I mean, hard to find really anything to complain about. Nothing can go straight up. Pullbacks happen, and with the pullback still above that purple line, that is a good thing. All right, grab, GRAB. Again, super chats, send your request right to the top, and I will get to it right away. So grab right here, the level that you have to think again. No skill here. I'm not trying to impress you. I'm not trying to imply this is a special talent. You got to think a ton of people have drawn that trend line right there. So that seems to be the golden goose level where if this is going to gain another round of momentum, it's all about that resistance area right there to get a push up through that level. But yeah, that's a very, very well-defined level. Okay, and then if the price does break up through there, again, high volume break, I could see the price realistically having a good chance to get up to the 518 mark. But yeah, step one definitely got to be getting above that trend line right there. Main area of support, if there is any sort of pullback, preferably, what's going to make the chart look the best on any sort of pullback. Definitely if the price can stay above that purple line there. But even if the price can't quite hold above it, you still do have the pink line down there. Now, if the price goes down to the pink line and then breaks down through there, at that point, things start to get sketchy. But overall, I like it. It's looking good and a very well-defined level. So maybe there is going to be some sort of self-fulfilling prophecy breakout. Yeah, Clay, NVIDIA invested in both. I would imagine the news peaked a lot of... Yep, I'd agree with that conclusion. You biased? Okay, we talked about that. Right. No, Raider, you are... No. Again, Raider, you're just putting it... In my opinion, you're putting way too much emphasis on manipulation. Let me put it this way, Raider. Do you trade that price range of stocks? Okay, here we go. GG Chance, thanks for the super chat. MGOL. Let's take a look at MGOL. Oh, no, what happened today? Last I checked on this thing was doing fantastic. Okay, so MGOL, you don't trade. Okay, good. I'm glad you do not trade stocks, just futures. Because what I was going to say, because here's why I'll give you full credit. We'll have to agree to disagree on the extent of manipulation. But I'm glad to hear, because here's what people, it's all manipulation. There's so much manipulation. Then I'm like, oh, so like you're trading those sorts of stocks? Yeah. I'm like, why are you putting yourself in a situation where, per your own theory, like everything is out of your control? Like, why would you do that to yourself? And people, I've never really gotten a good answer to that. They complain about manipulation, and then they keep trading the same things that have all this supposed manipulation. But you are not in that camp, so I appreciate that. I'm glad you are thinking through that. And again, at the end of the day, if you want to claim something is heavily manipulated, okay, that's fine. I hope you're not trading that thing, though, because that would imply you have no control in it. And from a trading standpoint, if you're in something where you have no control, that's very scary. I would definitely not short penny stocks. No way. Yeah, you're right. Most of them go down the drain, but all it takes is one or two, and you've got a margin call and you're wiped out. And I don't care if you have a stop loss or not. When those things get moving, they can get moving. All right, MGOL. Man, it started. Wow, what a pullback. Now, can we see another surge? I still like the chances of it moving upwards, and this is why. Now, this is always subject to change, obviously, but overall, the trend is still very much so up. So that's something that still is in the bull's favor. Broadly speaking, the trend is still up. And on top of that, I love, look at that. I mean, again, brings a tear to my eye, the power of charts. Price bounced beautifully right off of that purple line, 50-period moving average. So I'm glad to see that the price is still respecting that area here. Had the price come down there and then just behave like that 50-period wasn't even there and kept going, that would be a very scary situation. But as of right now, it is respecting that area. If the price does break down through that purple line, then I could see a gap close down around there becoming a very real possibility. But per your question, is it, can we see another surge? Yeah. I guess I don't know how you're defining surge. So is this thing going to, if you're defining surge as like 1,000% move, I don't know on that. But if you're defining surge as, making some sort of bounce back upwards to, get back up into this general range, yeah, I could see something like that still being realistic, given the fact that, like I said, overall, it's still in an uptrend, and as of right now, the price is still respecting that purple line. Again, if you have a request for one, just put in a super chat, and that'll bring it right to my discussion. And and like I said, and the title is Afternoon Analysis and Chit Chat. So me and Raider for Life had a nice little chit chat. A little bit of a disagreement, but I respect him for avoiding things that have a lot of manipulation. Are you trading futures today? I was trading futures today, but I'm done trading for the day. It was kind of a rougher environment out there. A lot of members in the community, the private community that is, that do very well. They were posting gain. They were still posting gains, but not like normal. And I had one trade that I really just messed up. In fact, maybe we'll walk it. No, we don't need to do that. Anybody else have any analysis? The NQs moved solo today, but made 200. Nice job. Yeah, NQ was not its normal self, but so to walk away with $200, well done to you. Congrats. That's good stuff. Let's see, any other first-time names? There we go. Okay, Fritz. Fritz has not requested one, so I don't mind that. Tom, hey Tom, good to see you. That's right. It's okay to be late when I don't announce any of these things. I don't know if that would make a difference, but I'm still experimenting. So right now I got in at about 1, and we're seeing a little bit more people. Some good participation though. So I don't know what I care more about, the number of people or the participation. I think I probably care more about the participation, because even if we have a smaller group, but people are participating and stuff like that, that still makes it worthwhile. All right, BSL. Oh, what happened on this one? Yesterday, I think I did this one, and I remember thinking, okay, nice return upwards. Here comes a potential battle. Is it going to get the break? And then boom. You didn't get notified? I don't even know how that works. Are you supposed to have notifications on? Oh, and I should note to everybody, if you are enjoying this format, if you enjoy the interaction, if you enjoy, the analysis, please hit that like button. I'm still gauging if this is worth my time or not. So a very easy way to communicate that. Really two ways. A super chat or just hitting the like button is kind of a good way for me to be able to figure out, is this actually worth my time to come and do this? So, but let's see. BSLK. Yeah, this is, that was rough. Now, on the bright side of things, if there is a bright side, and this will mean more to those of you that have traded and been around for a while, but I'm sure you've seen stocks that gap down, and after they gap down, it's something like this. It's just a pure bleed. There's dead bodies everywhere. Women and children are crying. It's just, it's not a pretty sight. But in this situation, hey, thanks, Tom. Can anybody help Tom out? How do you make sure you get notified when a live stream happens? Do you have to hit that notification button? I don't know. If somebody can help Tom out, that'd be good. But yeah, so at least it didn't bleed out. At least you're getting some sideways action. Specifically, the sideways action is holding up above that area right there. So that's encouraging that it's not a total bleed out. But if this thing does come and then roll back through there, again, I'm not saying it's game over because you still do have the 50-period moving average. But breaking down below these lows now, and especially down below that purple line, I mean, it's really a question of how would you feel? If and I don't know if you're in this, but if I'm putting myself in the shoes of somebody that's in this right now and they're watching the sideways action, they're like, okay, come on. It's going sideways. Let's see that bounce. And then it breaks down to that area. I mean, that's breaking my spirits. I'm probably moving on. I would hope I'd have a stop loss down around there. So I think that area right there very, very important moving forward. But at this point, I'm not going to totally say it's game over because at least you're getting some sideways movement after a big gap down as opposed to just bleeding out. But yeah, things are starting to look kind of sketchy. Black Mama TEM, yeah, I think that one's still doing well for you. Do you also stream trading futures? No, I have not. I don't think I'm going to get into the streaming of because I have my private community that I need to stay focused on, especially during those opening period. I need to make sure I'm giving them quality alerts. I need to make sure that they have my full attention because that is a paying community and they deserve my undivided attention during that time. I didn't get it. Should start trimming. OCGN. All right, James would like OCGN. Again, if you would like for me to do one and do one right away, just leave a super chat and that'll bring it to my attention, and I will. I'll hop right in and do it immediately. OCGN. All right. Okay, quiz question. I gotta do this every now and then. Try to turn this into some learning too. How do we get in on that community? I guess I'll just put that for everybody. So right there. It is not free. It's $99 and it's not per month. It's per 3 months. And it is amazing what $99 will do to keep out the trolls and the drama queens and everything else like that. So if you're just looking for a group of serious people without the drama, without, pumpers and dumpers and all that sort of stuff, then that would be a community for you. We trade stocks and futures. We have options traders. So like I said, amazing. It's amazing what $100 can do to just clean up an environment. It's crazy. It's crazy. So OCGN. So my question is, does anybody see a problem area? If I were to say there is a problem area on this chart, what would your answer to that be? Let's do a little real life quiz. Check people's charting vision here. I am making the claim there's a problem area. Does anybody see the problem area on this chart? Oh, you're still focused on stocks. No. The community does stocks. I do both. I can alert futures. I can alert stocks all at the same time. That may sound impressive, but it's not because a chart is a chart is a chart. So if I'm looking at a chart for a future, I could be saying, hey, bull flag on this future. I could be looking at a stock. Hey, bull flag. Good, Ryan. Very good. So yes, the problem area here is the 200 period moving average. You can see that once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, the price got right up around that area, and every single time, the momentum, somebody just flip the switch, momentum gone. So if there is going to be any sort of further hope of momentum and upside pressure, that 200 period moving average is going to be the level that needs to be broken. So definitely keep an eye on that. That'll be the main area of resistance. As far as supports, I would say the make or break, the must hold level support-wise on this one is that 50 period moving average purple line. Why is that? Well, I'm not saying this will occur, but if the price were to come down to that level and then break down below there, what all of a sudden do you have happening at that point? You have the price basically going right back to where it started. And when you have price movements make very impressive moves and then go right back to where they started, that's not exactly a sign of genuine power, of true strength. So that is why I would consider 68 cents very important on that one. Hit the bell icon for no. Yeah, okay, so that's how you do it. Thank you. So yeah, to everybody, make sure you hit the bell so you get notified when I go live, because as of now, it's going to be relatively random. So make sure you hit that bell. Hey, from Sweden. Any words on trading in different countries? Stay in one market. Are you interested in trading the USA markets, Mikkel? If that's how you say your name. Any words on how to trading in different countries? Are you just asking how to trade in Sweden per se? I got them on. Oh, really? Huh. BSLK got a delist warning today. Ah, the delist. So it's a warning, so it's not totally game over. Walmart. Yes, I would love to do that for Tom. Tom gave a super chat, so absolutely. So Walmart overall, you are already trading the USA markets, Mikkel. Is that what you mean? Do I stream on Twitch? I do not. Should I? Is there like a big stock, or is there a big trading contingency? Oh, I see. Is market behavior differ? No. If we can agree on the premise that we're all human beings, and all human beings, no matter what country you're in, have fear, have greed, have anxiousness, have nervousness, have over exuberance, have terror. Can be terrified, can have panic, can get just ultra greedy. If we can agree that all humans have those sorts of emotions, then generally speaking, yeah, every market is going to behave the same, because all we're looking at here is human emotion. That's all it is. Price action is human emotion. So Walmart overall looking really good, Tom. I guess I don't know, Tom. I don't know what you're doing. If Tom bought right here and was trying to play a breakout, then no, it's not looking good for him right now. But broadly speaking, Walmart looking good. It's staying above that purple line, which is good. 50 period moving average. Let's look at the 4-hour time frame real quick. Oh my, this thing is grinding away big time. Tom, I hope you're in at like 90 or something like that. I hope you got in like down around here. That would be great. Did you play this consolidation? I hope that's your answer, because this thing is looking very, very good. No, I was going to say, do we have a rising wedge? But no, that trend line. Let's just make sure. I don't think so, because that trend line is a little too. Yeah. All right. Nope. So yeah, I mean, just overall looking great. Let's go back down to the 30-minute. So yeah, we do have this pullback here from a very near term standpoint. Got to think probably quite a few people have drawn a trend line similar to that. So that's going to be the key level to, if this thing's going to keep on with the momentum, that'll be the main trend line here. But this thing has done very well with trend lines. You can see right there, trend line break, boom, right there, trend line break. That wasn't the biggest of booms, but yeah. So the trend line right there, but overall, things look good. It will have earnings next week, so buckle up for that. But I don't know if you own any, but I would say it's worth at least considering locking in some profits before earnings, because obviously locking in profits before earnings, you're either going to be very upset with yourself because the thing's going to boom in your favor and you're going to be like, why did I take some off the table? Or you're going to be very upset because it goes against you and you're like, why didn't I lock in some profits? The problem with technical analysis is that you make your own scenario out of a thing that could mean nothing. It's like superstition. People do something thinking it works, but it's actually just random. Yeah, I fully disagree with that one for sure. 100% disagree with that. It is not random. You could say it's superstition. Like you could say there's superstition that things are going to bounce at that 200 period moving average. And because the superstition exists, it bounces. So you could be like, oh, well, that was just a self-fulfilling prophecy. Charts don't actually work. It was just a self-fulfilling prophecy. It's like, okay, so you just admitted there is such a thing as self-fulfilling prophecies. So if such a thing exists, wouldn't it be smart to know where those work? So yeah, I definitely disagree with that with that conclusion. If things were random, then you would not be able to build anything that has any sort of, like, you would have random results. But technical traders, so okay, now I got to defend my baby here. Got to defend, because people are making claims that don't really understand. What was it? 529, I think. $500. I can't remember. What was it? Let me try to find it. Man, what is that called? Maybe I have a bookmark. Yeah, these are some of the bookmarks that. What was it? Over 500. It was like over 500 something. Over 500 trades, or maybe SPX. Let me try XPX 500. There it is. All right, here we go. Oh, 500. So here's a video where I what TraderView reached out, was like, hey, use our software. I was like, okay. So I was given SPX options to try. So right here, the number of trades that we're taking was right there. The total number of trades, 509. I had 65 losing trades, and I had 429 trades. So, you know, over there was up 16,000. But the point here is, okay, if technical analysis is just random, it's like, okay, then explain this. How was I at 84%? No, it's your view, but I'm telling you, your view is with all due respect, ignorant. Like you don't understand. Like your claims are just not true. Your view is wrong, is what I'm telling you. Unless you have an explanation. Like I guess you could say, well, you just got lucky, but it's like, okay, I mean, at 500, at what point is a sample size enough? And so, I mean, wrong 65 of the 509, right. So to say that, oh, charts are just random, I would encourage you to rethink that view. Let's see. WMT. But yes, as a technical trader, I definitely will defend technical analysis because I don't want people to walk away like, oh, I'm not going to try to learn charts because it's just random. Then how do you explain that then how do you if you buy randomly, you would in the long run have a positive expectancy since no, stocks do not move higher all the time. Okay, how long have you been trading? Because you do not understand a lot of basic things. Do you know why markets over time move higher? Do you know why that is? Why, let's say SPY. Do you understand why that moves higher over time? You're probably going to say, well, because stocks go up. I'm assuming that's going to be your answer, but I don't want to speak for you. Okay, cool. I was going to ask if your online group had videos to help. Yeah, I offer a training thing, GG Chance, but I don't like to talk about that here per se, just because I'm like, oh, you're just trying to sell me something. No, that's not why. That's not why markets go up. So SPY, the ticker symbol, SPY goes up because they will kick out poor performing companies. Stocks just don't go up. Groups of stocks will go up, but SPY, like, are you aware that there's like every now and then like big news is, oh, so-and-so just got added to the SPY and such just got kicked out. So that's why things go up. But just to say that, oh, well, stocks just go up. No, stocks don't just go up. Lots of stocks go down and never come back up. But the reason why markets go up, yes, is because those exchanges are picking and choosing. They're kicking out the poor performers. They're bringing in the big performers. Right? Wasn't NVIDIA just added not that long ago? Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong. But now NVIDIA has been added. Somebody else lost their spot because it's the S&P 500, 500 companies. So what I'm saying is you think you know a lot more than you actually do. And that's just a dangerous spot to be in. Yeah, I know. I don't know. Let's see, what else do we have? I appreciate your thoughts, but I think you have a little bit more to learn about how all this works. BBAI for John. Oh, and can I reply to that? I'll reply to you. GG There we go. So this is, if you want to learn more about the actual program I have, then I'll link that to you. And I try not to bring that up without people asking, because I don't want, oh yeah, you just want me to buy your stuff. It's just like, no, do whatever you want. Wow, a lot of pullbacks today. So yeah, has violated down through here. Now, big picture wise, everything's still fine. I mean, it's still in an overall uptrend, but right now the level at, where are we at time wise? Oh, we're at an hour and 5. I'll go for a little while longer. But you can see right here in the very near term, that purple line currently behaving as an area of resistance. If it can push up through there, then I would expect 930 to behave as a potential area, just based on the rule. When levels of support are broken, they tend to act as resistance. And then, yeah, you still have that overarching line up there. What's the daily looking like? Yeah, daily just a pullback. Okay, well, I mean, the pullback or the daily does make more sense. This has just been an absolutely beast move. So when you look at things in context, big move up. This is really, I mean, it's barely even dug into any of the bigger move up. So, yeah, 30-minute makes it look a little bit worse than it actually is. But again, it's all a matter of perspective. I don't know who asked. John. So if John bought right here as a day trader scalper, then yeah, this is a train wreck of a chart for him. But overall, the chart's hanging in there. Walmart, making sure. If anybody has another request, let me know. If not, I might just call this good. We've had some lively discussions. Hopefully nobody is in the corner sucking their thumbs. Hopefully we all kept it. I'm not seeing anything else. Oh, hymns. Yes, you did ask for hymns. Oh, nice, nice. So right away, have a nice bull pennant pattern here. So resistance, support, nice upwards move. For you golfers, there's the golfle. Yeah, so that's what immediately stands out on hymns. Nice bull pennant pattern. How's it looking on the daily? Ooh, daily's looking rough. Not the greatest candle here. Yeah, get that out, or get the annotations out of the way. That candle right there definitely is suggesting that a pullback may need to be in store, which is not exactly shocking when you had these two, or I was going to call that a monster mover. I don't think that's a monster mover, but right there, that was a big mover. But yeah, this candle right here, not the most encouraging. So 30-minute, yeah. But that 30-minute, this bull pennant here that's forming, you'll want to keep in mind that on the daily is suggesting more of a pullback here. Which is why you want to use multiple time frame analysis. PARA. Who is this? George's. Looking good here on the daily time. So very good move here. Finally, look at this. The pink line. Momentum disappeared. Rejected. And then here, finally up above the pink line, 200 period moving average. So that is good. I will say that you got to think a lot of people are going to be watching this area right there. I think that, yeah, right around the 1125 mark. Look at the history of 1125. Rejected. Small, nasty little fake breakout right there. So as of right now, I don't see, I think there's good likelihood that this thing can at least get up and do battle with 1125. Whether or not it breaks, I'm not sure. Fidel, interested in your private group. I do crypto futures mainly. Do you only do stock futures? We have a lot of futures people. So you'd fit in just from a camaraderie standpoint in terms of doing futures. Some people may do crypto futures, but it's more of a, but no, that would not, I can't say we have a ton of crypto futures. A lot of people are trading the NQES We have some YM traders. But I would still argue that to just surround yourself with other serious quality traders, even if you're not trading the exact same things, I think that is a good thing when you can network with other experienced traders. We have some people started the website in 2013, and there are still several members that are still, like, we call them the OGs. Like, they have been around a long time. And in order to survive in the markets, that takes quite a bit of skill. So even though you don't necessarily maybe trade the same things, like I said, I think there's value in surrounding yourself with other good, serious people. And going back to the whole, it's not free, but it's amazing how you can create a serious environment by putting a simple little $100 buffer in front of people. It's mind blowing. Like if you're trying to start a business, like just if you want to, like, how do I create a serious environment? How do I bring in like serious people? How do I keep away the drama? How do I keep away the trolls? Whatever. Just put I don't even know if it has to be $100. Maybe it's like $10. I have no idea, but I will say that over the years, that $100 for 3 months worth of access, it does it's amazing how much of a filter that serves as. And then 30-minute here. Yeah, just grinding upwards. Like I said, I think this thing has a good chance of getting up to 1125 based on that daily time frame. But the big dynamic here today was definitely finally clearing back above that pink line. Tim, did you ever join? You were asking a couple days ago. You and Nick. Nick never did. Did you? Oh, okay. Well, 200 period moving average. That just smacked the price right back down. So not looking very good on the daily time frame. A little bit more hopeful here. The hope coming in the fact of at least this has started to go sideways. So maybe, just maybe, this is going sideways. And this maybe, just maybe, this is signaling that this thing's going to try to curl back upwards. So at least it's not some sort of totally nasty bleed. But yeah, sideways action here offers a little bit of hope. So we'll see if that can translate into anything more. Rhino Larry, complete beginner here. I'm the guy that thought SOFI was a reversal. Yeah. Would ENB be a better example of a reversal? Well, let's take a look at ENB. Did I get that right? EMB. Well, let's look at it. Yes, yeah. That would be an reversal. This thing was grinding. And then look at this thing. One candle just wiped out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4-ish. 4.5 days of progress gone in one day. And in the world of candlestick analysis, this would be called a bearish engulfing candle. So yeah. Or you can kick people who are trolls. See, you think you know more than you actually do. Because now then they do payment disputes. Then I have to deal with then you get in problems with your payment provider. Oh, you're saying, or you just kick the trolls? No, because I think I just need to wave the white flag. Raider for life. He's got it all. He's got life figured out. He knows every component of life. Again, you're filled with partial truths. Yeah, you could do that, but there's more that comes with it. Same with, yeah, you could buy $3 million worth of the low liquid stock, but there's more to it. The other part being, then you have to be able to sell. Like, there's always a little bit more to it. I'm not trying to be contradictive, but you are. That's the thing. I'll accept that premise. You're not trying to be. My point is, you are. I am not questioning your intent. I'm questioning what's actually happening. So fine, if that's your intent, all good. My point is, there's always something that you're kind of missing. But yeah, Ryan, very good example. You were correct. That would be considered a reversal for sure. Is that M1? Is what M1? You are welcome, Tim. All right, well, I think I'm going to go ahead and call it good. Where are we at? I think this might be my longest stream ever. So at about an hour and 15 minutes. Thank you all for participating. Thank you for the lively discussions. Thank you for those that super chatted. Before I go, though, again, if you enjoy this format, make sure you hit that like button. That's a super easy way to communicate that to me. A super chat, is another way. But I'm trying to figure out, is this worth it? So if you do enjoy this and you want to let me know, just hit that like button, and that'll be a good way to communicate that to me. So, but I appreciate everybody being here. And when will the next live be? I have no idea. I'm still experimenting. The 1 p.m. hour was okay, but also to be fair, maybe it's Friday that was throwing things off. So I'll keep experimenting. If any of you are aware of if any of you are professional streamers and you know like the best time to stream, let me know. I'm all ears. I'm not going to do it at Market Open because, as I was telling people, I have a private community that I need to give my full attention to. So I can't be here live streaming. But times like this, I don't mind hopping on. But if anybody's got any feedback or anything like that, I will certainly consider it. But this is what a lot of traders need. Yeah, I'd like to think so. I'd like to think that this is educational, that this is helpful, and that people can start to kind of piece things together. And yeah, then I'll be also totally transparent. There's the business aspect where if people ask about my private group, ask about the training that I offer, stuff like that. Hey, if I can draw some eyeballs to that stuff too, then that's a nice little added bonus. So you can always stream after lunch. Yeah, that was what I was testing right now, is after lunch, 1 p.m. And it was okay. It was all right. Yesterday was a failure. 11 a.m. was no good. No good. Granted, it's a sample size of 1. But yeah, that was my thinking today, was maybe after lunch, catch some people. But yeah, like I said, good participation. Crowd size, maybe could do some work, but that's okay. I'll keep at it. And make sure you hit the notification bell if you have not yet, so you are notified when I go live if you did enjoy this. But again, if you enjoy, and if you're watching this even in the archive, hit that like button if you enjoy these, because that's a very good way to communicate on people's perceived value of this. So everybody take care. Have a good weekend. For those of you that celebrate Valentine's Day, I guess happy Valentine's Day. I'll keep my thoughts to myself on that one, but yeah, everybody have a good weekend. And reminder for those of you that are in the stock and options world, markets are closed on Monday for President's Day, so don't be the person that is sitting there on Monday morning at 9:30 and then nothing moves and you're like, I'm getting scammed, the world's over. It's like, no, the market's just closed. Futures are open for a little bit, but they also close a little early. So I think that's really kind of the only public service announcement. So thanks for being here, everybody. Again, hit that like button, leave a super chat if you enjoyed. I appreciate your time. And for those of you that did leave super chats, thank you for that. That's a nice little gesture. So, but everybody have a fantastic weekend. Hey, thanks, Tim. But have a good weekend, everybody. Take care.